Hi, guys.
Hello.
Welcome. I keep saying hi, guys. It's really hello, my dear. Welcome to the Elementary My Dear podcast, hosted by the illustrious Mariah.
And I'm gonna stay with obnoxious Sarah. I love that word to describe me. Also, can we break down the ambiance of the place? Because it's kind of spooky, just a little bit. We're in the RV again, but for some reason...
Someone just turned the lights off and out of the garage because they didn't realize that we were here.
And now it's scary. And legit, like, I saw his head, like, walk over, and it was just a floating head, and I nearly screamed. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I'm still, like, spooked from last week's episode, so.
Well, that's because, here's a secret for you guys.
Behind the scenes.
We only record twice a week.
Legit.
Or not twice a week, twice a month.
Because that's the only time she's, like, all the way out. I live in the city, and she's, like, all the way out in the fucking valley. So, not really the valley.
That's a little bit of hyperbole. But.
Yeah, but, like, you're really far away, and then we have busy schedules, so
It's just easier to plan out one night.
To record, like,
two
to three episodes. And then just do that. So, this is my birthday episode.
Yes!
Because...
my baby girl's growing up.
Because I am turning... Well, by the time this episode is released, I have already turned 21. But by the time that we're recording it now, I am turning 21 in exactly a week. So, yeah. I'm fucking excited. I'm going to be able to legally get drunk and wasted.
She's really excited.
I am super excited about that. But yeah, apparently my parents are gonna take me to Benihana to eat sushi and get some Japanese beer. So I'm very excited about that. But we'll see how it goes.
Yep, and I'm taking you out to Beartooth.
I know you are. Because you're the rich bitch, and I'm...
Benihana is more expensive than Beartooth.
But, I mean, you're taking me out to dinner. You're just, I don't know. I just always feel like I have to reiterate how richer you are than I am.
I'm not that rich, girl.
Okay, you have more money than me. Let's say that.
Maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you have much more money than me. But either one. And, like, it doesn't matter.
No. I don't have all that much. I'm just very wise with it. I make it stretch as far as it will go, girl.
Oh, that's fair. Honestly, that's fair. So yeah, this episode, I feel like I'm going to be doing most of the talking this episode.
Yes. It is me doing the commentary again.
You're doing the commentary and you're reacting. Because this episode, just a heads up, is going to be a little wild. We're going to be jumping from topic to topic. Because
you doing a messy style? What? Girl.
Stop calling me out in front of our podcast listeners.
What?
And by listeners, I mean your mother and Savannah. So stop calling me out in front of them. They think I'm better than I actually am.
I'm shocked, girl. You make it look effortless.
It's because I'm trash couture. That's what I am.
You're like, you're like the girl that's like, I can make fashion out of anything. Trash bag, scholarship, girl, already did it. Already won it. I am everything. You're like Aquaria being like, I am couture. I make anything look good, girl.
Oh my god, I just got compared to Aquaria. For those
she comes out with like literally her design challenge is like, I'm just gonna stick fabric on my boobies. Yeah. And like,
okay, but
over there,
fucking hot.
And then make a cape. And I'm gonna make it look good. No, I totally get it.
No. Her runway looks. She was the Violet Chachki of the season, but she was also. Oh, I don't know if you watched season 7, but she was the Violet Chachki of the season, but like less of a bitch.
Yeah. No,
because like Chachki was a bitch. I hated Violet.
She's stunning.
She's stunning. Shout out to all you RuPaul Drag Race fans out there because that is a show that we watch religiously. It's like a ritual with us.
Oh,
We
gosh.
fucking watch it. We need to address. Okay, we're going to take a small tangent into RuPaul Drag Race fandom right now.
Come with us. We got tea, girl.
We need to fucking address the season finale of All Stars 4.
Ugh.
Because it was a fucking... Monet fucking won that lip sync.
Yes, she did.
100%.
Monet won the lip sync. We were gagged.
Gagged. She did the split at the exact same time.
Timing was impeccable. But then, the Pussycat wigs.
Oh, yeah. Like, one wig right after the other.
Mhm.
Like, me and...
It was the same wig.
Mr. Cardigan Boy, that's what I'm going to call him,
Mm-hmm.
were screaming our heads off.
It was a row of just like...
Legit. We
gagged.
all gasped. We were gagged. We were screaming. I'm pretty sure we woke up your boyfriend's brother.
Oh, yeah.
At some point. But I am appalled by the injustice of it. Because Monet deserved that win 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that RuPaul gave her win to Trinity. I love Trinity. Don't get me wrong. I love Trinity. But Trinity did deserve that win.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I'm so mad about that. Anyways. Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yes.
21.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this. For a long time, I think I've told you this story before. I never believed I would turn 21 because of something that happened when I was 9.
Yeah.
We were at, I have told you this, haven't I?
Yes.
Okay. But we were at, I'm going to tell our audience now.
Guys, this is also a gag. Like,
what is it really, though?
yes.
Really?
Yes.
There's a reason why I don't like getting my palms read, and it's because of this. It was when I was 9, at our elementary school, we had like a little bruncheon or whatever, and one of my friends, her grandma came in. Her grandma is really well-versed in like divination and palm reading. Like, that's what she does for a living. Not sure exactly like how people don't think she's a hoax, but hey, it was Arkansas, it was the South, so it was one of those things.
So, read between the lines, she was a hoax.
No. Like,
yes.
Okay.
That's what that means. It's
I guess.
How did you not know that she was a hoax? Because she was. That's
She
what
was a
you
hoax.
just said.
Yeah.
It was
okay,
literally
that's fair.
like being like...
To be fair, like, the look on her face was just so genuine.
Mm-hmm.
But even if she was a hoax, I don't think you could have faked that look. Like, she literally pulled my palms to her. She read them and like had this look of fear and pity across her face. And I had no idea what that was about. And she was like, "My dear, you're not going to live to be 21. She legit told me that at age 9.
Why? Okay, here's the thing. First of all, don't read palms without permission.
I know.
Don't look into that future. Don't mess with it. Second of all, don't tell a 9-year-old. Third of all, Grandma, what are you doing? You need your eyes checked, girl.
I know. But okay, so I believed it because I'm a gullible little shit, and I believed it, and I have believed it for a long time. Like, that is a belief of mine. Here's why, though. Like, I think I told you another friend of mine reread my palms recently and was like, "Well, it looks like, I don't know if you're going to live to be 21 or not, but it looks like you're going to have a violent death." I'm like, well, shit, great. But I have a reoccurring dream of a car crash, like me being involved in a car crash. So that's why I believed it. Like, I've had that dream since I was 9. So I guess that's part of it. It's like, I just always accepted it. But now I'm hopefully turning 21 next week, so I don't have to worry about it. But still.
If not, then gag of the season, last episode.
Season finale. But hopefully I make it to 21 because I really want to drink that Japanese beer. So.
I really want you to come get a key lime martini, girl.
Oh, God, that sounds so good right now.
Right.
Oh, we didn't address our monsters.
Right.
It's the same as last week.
The Mars.
It's the Mars. I love that name, actually. That's really cute, the Mars.
Yes.
But that was always an upstanding belief of mine. But Now I'm 21, so yay. Here's something that interesting that I found out. Apparently in the Philippines, so my mom got married at the age of 22.
Yeah.
She was technically still a minor when she got married in the Philippines. I know. Technically in the Philippines, you're not, at least for women, I think the cutoff age is 25, which is really fucking weird to me. Because it's like 18 here, right?
Yeah.
Which also makes no sense because you can't drink until you're 21. So
Well, it could be like, is it the same way for men?
I don't know.
Because
I
I would
honestly
totally
don't know.
get 25 if it's the same for both, because 25 is kind of the loose age when your brain stops developing.
That's fair. That could be, honestly. But I mean, I don't know.
Like, that's when your brain should be fully developed.
Yeah,
around like 25.
like stop developing.
Yeah. You got a fully grown brain. It's fully working.
I don't know. I should probably ask my dad. But because, yeah, I don't know. Because he was 26 when they got married. So he probably, it didn't really matter whether or not he was 25 or not. So, because he's like 4 years older than my mom. But anyway, that's my parents for you. But no, I didn't know that. That was pretty interesting. My mom pointed out the other day that I am only a year younger than she was when she got married. And I'm like, I hope that means you don't expect me to find a spouse. I really fucking hope that means you don't expect me to find someone to marry anytime soon, because that's not going to happen. Oh, yes. I haven't updated y'all. I've updated you.
Yes.
I haven't updated our audience. I am single as a Pringle now, so come and date. Hey, shut up. What?
I'm just expecting to be like, I'm single now, bitch, or something like that.
No,
and you're just like,
much
I'm
sadder.
single as a Pringle.
This is much sadder. I'm the couch potato, so I'm as single as a Pringle. If you're interesting, date me. I'm kidding. I don't need a relationship right now. But no, we're... Bitch, you thought.
That was the gag of the season, girl.
Okay, yeah. We need to explain what the fuck just happened and why we are now sitting on the couch.
Yes, wrapped up in blankets.
Wrapped in blankets with our backs to the fucking couch.
Looking at the door. Because here's the thing, girl.
Okay.
We had mentioned earlier that the lights were completely out, right?
Yeah. Like, the only light source right now is a fucking lamp in this RV, and that's it.
So, anyways, we didn't turn them out, obviously.
Yeah, because we've been here the whole fucking time.
So, what we didn't mention was that someone had come and opened the garage door, looked around, and then turned the lights off as they left. And they had noticed the light in the RV. So then, brilliant idea. Really, if you think someone's intruding in your RV, just keep all the lights out and open the fucking door.
I know. I don't know if you heard it. There's like a sound of a door opening.
And then just scream.
Yeah, that was us.
I was terrified.
No, it was, so your boyfriend's dad was legit, like, is he like mad at us for using the RV? Okay. Because he was legit like, well, I was wondering why there were lights in my mobile home.
Yeah, because they typically go to bed by the time we record. So
okay, that's
it's
fair.
a 3-day weekend, so it's a little odd for them to still be up.
Yeah.
But I think that he like came down because he noticed like a car. Yeah, so he might have noticed your car.
Yeah.
And then been like, And then we weren't upstairs, and he was like, why is there a car here and no one's upstairs? It sounds like crazy stuff. And then there's a light on in my RV.
Yeah.
You know.
So he's like, oh shit, someone intruded my fucking
home. Someone's in my house.
No, it's just us.
It's just us.
Two crazy gals recording the podcast.
Yeah.
That scared. It was. I know. Here's the thing. I feel like that freaked you out more than it freaked me out. Because like halfway through my little spiel about being in a relationship, like she was looking out the window. So I knew she was either seeing something or hearing something.
Yeah, I was hearing like, it sounded like someone was like moving around a little bit. And I was like,
You're
No.
like, that's not Sarah. Because
No, I was like, that's not you. That's
Yeah.
not me. And my thought was maybe like it was like someone opening the door upstairs,
Mhm.
but no.
it was
It was
fucking
a
your boyfriend's
sneaky-
dad.
A sneaky guy
Yeah.
coming to open the door while like I'm looking at you, and
Yeah.
I just all I hear is a pop and like someone's there. I didn't even see the face because
Yeah.
here's the thing: you can see a face through like the screen door. So
Yeah,
he had opened the main door, but not the screen door yet.
Yeah.
So all you see is like this vague silhouette.
Yeah, I know. And I couldn't, my back was to the door, so I didn't even see anything. I just heard you scream, so I reacted. I'm like, oh my God, something's happening. And then, but I did hear the door open, so I knew someone was coming in. And I didn't know who it was. So yeah, we're now thoroughly freaked out.
Oh, yes. But the lights are back on.
The lights are back on.
The lights are on.
And our backs are to something. And
wrapped up in blankets.
now someone who is not asleep knows we're here. So
And we're comfy as hell.
we're very comfy. I finished my drink already. So now I really do have to pee.
Okay, then we'll be back. And we're back.
So back.
Mm-hmm.
What were we talking about before all that shit went down? Oh, about me being single again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my ex-boyfriend and I broke up like exactly a week from Valentine's Day. Which honestly worked out better. Like I was mad for an entire week, but on Valentine's Day he bought me lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And we were able to talk about like the breakup and what happened. And I expressed that what he did, like he did something that pissed me off and I did something that pissed him off. So it was a very mutual breakup. And we are now friends. And he is currently in the process of giving me guy advice.
Nice.
Like I can't. No, he's an amazing person. Like
Yeah.
I love him as a person and I love him as a friend. We just are not compatible. He's a fucking nihilist. Like, I'm not a nihilist. Like, we're not compatible. So, but yeah, if you're interested, hit me up because I'm still looking for the one. I don't know. I might have found the one, I'll be honest, but I don't think he realizes he's the one.
I might have met
He
him.
doesn't know it.
Maybe, but
I might have met him, but I don't know.
I definitely think I met mine, but...
Oh, I know. We all know you've met yours.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious. If you and your boyfriend don't end up married, and I say this all the time, but I really mean it. If you don't end up married, I'm going to slap both of you. Like, what the fuck? Why wouldn't you marry each other? You're obviously so much perfect. So perfect. I can't speak anymore. I'm still too scared.
We are definitely coming down off.
Yeah.
At least I am.
Yeah.
I definitely had a shot of like adrenaline.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like,
it was like fight or flight response.
Mm-hmm. I was genuinely terrified.
Oh, I know. I know.
Yeah.
But no, we're good. I'm just yeah. But if you and your boyfriend are going to be married,
yeah, we're
and I'm going to witness it, and
I definitely think we're endgame.
Oh yeah, like you found your endgame.
Yeah.
I don't know who my endgame is. So
you'll get there. It's not a race.
Or girl, if you're out there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something that I don't think we've talked about on this podcast yet.
Mm-hmm.
Is, well, we've had no reason to because that's not the kind of podcast we are. But about me being hella bi.
Yeah.
Hella bi.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It just, that's such a tricky. Okay. Segueing into something more our style, I want to talk about soulmates a little bit. So my recent ex didn't believe in soulmates. Like he was just like, there's no such thing as the one, yada yada. He's a fucking nihilist. Like I can't with him sometimes. But I do believe in soulmates. I read this one thing. It was like soulmates are just atoms that were formed together when the universe was formed together. I was like, I really like that. I really fucking like that. But I believe that soulmates are not two souls, but souls that are bonded together by whatever. So I do believe in reincarnation. Yep. And I believe that when you're reincarnated, your soulmate is like that same soul that you're drawn to all the time.
Yeah.
Or souls that you're drawn to all the time. So there's this guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You've heard plenty about him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to say his name or anything, just in case he listens to this podcast. I don't think he will, but
I don't think anyone listens to podcasts.
Stop
to be honest.
being so negative.
Except for my mama,
your mother, and Savannah.
Yes.
Shout out to you, girl. We love you. But I won't say his name. But I first met him. Like, we worked together, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I met him even before I started working there.
Mm.
Like, he was the sales associate who gave my friend a pair of shoes. Like, that's how I met him. And I recognized his name because it's a unique name to me. So I recognized it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's really cute. He's really cute. He's super attractive. But from that moment, I felt like drawn to him. Mm-hmm. And when I got hired at that place, I felt even more drawn to him. And that feeling hasn't gone away. I haven't been working there since September of last year. And that feeling hasn't gone away. I still feel drawn to him. Mm-hmm. And he's my friend and everything. Like, we're friends. We're really good friends. But I don't know how he feels about me. Mm-hmm. But I feel like we have that bond, sort of. Not a soul. I don't know if I'd go as far as a soulmate bond. Don't drop that thing. Stop dropping the computers. But it feels like there's a bond there. So I don't know what that is. Maybe it is a soulmate thing. I don't know. Maybe soulmates don't have to be.
Here's a thing. I definitely think we're like best friends soulmates.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's totally what we are. Because I don't know if we went through our origin story before, but 100% we met in a class, happened to be...
Wasn't it like pre-calculus?
Yes, it was pre-calculus.
It was a fucking math class. We met in math class, yes. Mariah.
Math class, how boring. How benign.
Here's the thing.
Benign? No, banal.
This vocab. Here's the thing. Wait, can I say this part of it? Like, on my side, I didn't know anyone at that school. I was new to that school. Mm-hmm. The only person I knew was a friend of mine who had gone to middle school with.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen him in years. And he was in the first half. Like, he was only going to that school, like, in the morning.
Yeah.
And our math class was in the afternoon. I think it was 6th period, wasn't it? It was, like, the last class.
First time to have math.
Here's how I was paired with you and one other girl who ended up hating us. I don't remember her name.
It's because she wasn't cool enough.
Yeah, she wasn't cool enough. It's true. But, like, our teacher was talking about a trip to... I'm pretty sure we told this story before, but our teacher was talking about a trip to Machu Picchu. Mm-hmm. And you, literally, I had no idea who you were, turned around and were like, we're going to fucking Machu Picchu. And I'm like, who the fuck is this girl? Okay, I guess. Sure.
I think we, like, introduced ourselves before.
Maybe.
Kind of, because I think it was the sort of thing where you were paired in, like, groups of 4, like 3 or 4. You had these
there
little,
was an activity, wasn't there?
There was, like, a little clump, and you had to do a little activity thing where it's like, my name's Mariah, I like food, I'm an interesting person, you know, that sort of thing, where it's like, it was something like that, and I think that's why I turned around to you, is because I already knew your name, we're sitting together, I was a sophomore at the time, I was bored out of my mind, there was no one in the class, like, near me that I knew, and I was like, I feel like I almost was like, I've never seen this girl in my life.
So you just decided to, like, make the move, as you will,
Yeah, I'm very much the person that's like, if I see you have cute nails, I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You're a very straightforward person. Like, there's no beating around the bush. There's no, like, passive-aggressive or passive, like, you know. You were very straightforward. But with me, at least, you were very straightforward. You're like, let's be friends now. And I'm like, okay, I guess.
I guess I'd say I'm a very driven person.
Yeah.
I'm very much like, if I feel like you can be like a really cool person and a really good friend, I will be like, hey, want to be friends?
Yeah. And I appreciate that about you. But I mean, honestly, if you didn't do that, we probably wouldn't be friends.
Yeah.
It's not that I wouldn't call myself shy. I'm not shy at all. I just don't care enough to reach out sometimes. So if people reach out to me first, that's great. Like I absolutely, but I wouldn't be, unless there's something driving me to do it, I wouldn't be the first to reach out. Yeah. And like that hasn't really, I mean, I met another friend of mine. I've met most of my friends through that. Like they've reached out first and I'm like, okay, cool. But here's the thing. Once you're in my circle, you're in my circle.
Yeah.
That's it. Like it's ride or die for me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'd say we're platonic soulmates. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we kind of had like an instant connection in that class.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we were also paired with your boyfriend.
Yes.
It was the three of us. It was you, me, your boyfriend. And then of course you weren't dating at the time.
No.
But
and then that one chick.
We were paired, I think we were paired in 3 groups total. We had like 6 groups in that class and we were paired in like half of them.
Yes.
Because our math teacher knew. She was like, okay, those 2 work well together.
It was great.
We were paired with that one chick who didn't like us. We were paired with your boyfriend and we were paired with Mike. Do you remember that?
Yes.
He was the senior. He was like one of the 3 seniors of the class.
He did not care.
No, he didn't give
at
a
all.
fuck. He was just like, all right, whatever you guys want to do. And we're like,
and half the time you were like, is that option? Like low key. That was the vibes that you were like,
yeah. This is my birthday episode, so I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want in this episode. I am high key a whore. So.
I love the fact that you weren't even like low key.
No, high key. It's so obvious when you meet me. Like I am someone, I'm attracted to you. You're gonna know it. I have no subtlety. Like,
yes,
Mike was attractive. Okay, he had an earring. Like that's hot.
I love how that's how you classify.
That's my type.
It was an earring.
It was a fucking earring. He's really cute.
He was pretty cute. He was very attractive. But.
Oh yeah, I know.
Here's the thing. I can admit that he was very attractive, but personality-wise,
oh yeah, he had kind of a shit personality.
Oh no,
but he was super attractive.
Here's the thing. I was like, you're cute, but
no,
we would have been like oil and water.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He was a jock too, so like he was a jock, and we were 2 nerds. Actually, you were the nerd. I was like an in between. I am someone.
I classify you as an art student.
Yes, I'm a fucking art student.
Yes,
yeah,
that's like
me. Yeah.
It was like nerd,
alternative
art student, jock.
That's not jock. Like no. I mean, I played volleyball. Oh, I see. Okay, nerd, alternative art student, and jock. Okay, got it.
And then,
are you good?
I'm trying to classify my boyfriend in that
jock, but like he's not the typical jock. He's like, I don't know, like he was definitely popular though.
He won Homecoming King.
Did he really?
Yes.
What was it? My junior year?
No, it was senior year.
Oh,
that's why. Senior year, he won Homecoming King. He was on the varsity football team. At the same time, he was in like band, Spanish immersion, AP classes.
Yeah, he took a lot of hella AP classes.
I mean, junior year, less senior year, but like he was like one of the.
He was an all-around guy. Like everyone in the school knew him.
Mm-hmm.
He was just a popular guy, and there was nothing wrong. Like I knew him.
Here's how you know that he was like popular and well known is if someone says like, "Oh, I'm with his last name," whatever, you know who it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They know who it is. Like one of the weird things was when we got together and have been together for like a year. People knew of us because of like
because of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like fully like the football like coaches and all would go and ask my mother and be like, so
oh my god, get the hot gossip from you guys.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I see it because he was really popular, so I see that.
I know this is gonna sound so bad, and this is like, if I had to put a label on it, I'd almost say like preppy, but not
a standoffish preppy.
No,
he's
like
a very
think the almost like Prince Charming sort of preppy,
Prince Charming, nerdy Prince Charming.
You know, the preppy where they're popular, but they're popular because they deserve to be popular.
Yeah, because he was just
they're not doing
he was just so nice and so sweet to everyone. Like
he was popular not because he was doing the whole socialite thing, but because
that's just naturally who he was.
He was just a very charismatic person.
I was popular in the bad way. I wouldn't say that. No, I was someone who, I had a friend once who said I was embarrassing. I was loud. I don't know if you remember this, but I'm a very loud person. Like that's just my personality. I'm very loud. I'm not ashamed of basically anything. Is your computer okay? We're just like staring at the screen now.
Battery low.
Should we charge it?
No.
I mean,
we're good.
We can. Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
It's all good.
All right. But I feel like I haven't really changed since high school, just because I haven't really had a reason to. Like in high school, I was pretty good with who I was already. I kind of knew who I was in high school. I wasn't really doing like the whole soul searching thing. I knew I wasn't going to get with the popular kids. I knew that from like the first day of freshman year. I wasn't going to get with the popular kids. I wasn't going to be in their clique or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't really fit in any group. I was a floater, definitely in high school. And to this day, I feel like I'm really a floater. Because I just have so many different friends from every single like group. Like you and your boyfriend are a completely different group than like the girls that I have girls' night with. So it's just like my friend, my cute blonde Russian friend, I'll call it that. Like it's just completely different groups. A completely different group than the Vans group. So, you know. Yeah. But it just, I don't know. I feel like a lot of things happen in high school that shape me to who I am, you know, as you would. But there are still some things that, like old habits that I had in high school that I revert back to, which is not great, but, you know. Yeah. It happens. I'm going to switch subjects now because this is my episode and this is a mess like me. I want to talk about the Philippines. I think I've mentioned it before, but I am Filipino. For all y'all audience listeners out there.
You gotta teach me how to make...
Is that your foot? Okay, sorry.
My footsie with you. You're cute.
We are literally playing footsie on the couch.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just put my foot here because it's cool. Okay, cool. Yes, I need to teach you how to make lumpia.
Yes.
Because it is an amazing, fun story. At my dad's retirement ceremony, my mom, my grandma, and I made over 700 rolls of lumpia. It was gone in 3 minutes.
Yeah. Lumpia is
I was so pissed. I was 12. I was pissed. I was like staring down my dad's coworkers like, you fucking put that back. Give it to me. But, yeah, so I'm Filipino. So this past December, my family and I went to the Philippines for a sad reason. My grandfather passed away. So we were in the Philippines. And let me just say, Philippine funerals are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So you know how here in the US, you have like you have a viewing, which always disturbed me. Always.
Yeah.
Like, that always disturbed me.
You go and you see them and you're like, dang, that lipstick really does not match. I kid you not. That happened like we went to go, like one of my aunt's funerals. We happened to be down for the summer, and we were just like, really? That's strange?
Yeah. It just... American funerals are whack, man. Like, because you get the viewing, and then you get the funeral, and everything's drab and somber, and it's like... In the Philippines, I mean, it's still sad. It's a death, so it's still sad. But, so what they do there is, usually it takes place in the funeral home. That's what happened with my grandfather. From the date of, like, they prepared the body to the date of the funeral, people can come in and out as they please in the funeral home. Which is fucking crazy, because someone from the family has to be there at all times to, like, guard the body, you know? So we were there. We got there on the 20th of December. My grandfather was buried on the 23rd.
Okay.
So we spent 3 days, like, in and out of the funeral home. God, it was so depressing there. Like, it smelled like death in there.
Yeah.
It was bad.
They try to cover it up with, like, flowers and, like, gardenias.
But there was so many fucking flowers. Like,
yes.
So many. Like,
funerals, like, everybody sends flowers.
Yeah.
Everybody, like, has little
brings
notes
food.
And,
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Food is love.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
So, like, anytime something drastically, like, traumatic or anything like that happens, people do what they will, like, do best. And that's really, people bring food because they're like, you need sustenance.
Yeah.
You need, like,
that's a big thing. Like, food, offering to help clean the home and everything. Like, that's a big thing. But yeah, it was like that. The difference in the Philippines is there would be, so people from all around would gather out, right? I never heard laughter when my other grandfather died here in the US. I never heard, like, laughter. It was everywhere in the Philippines. It was like a celebration of life. That's what it felt like. It didn't feel like a death. And my grandfather was a really charismatic guy. Like, he was the social worker. And he was in the Navy. You know, he would, like, he went to his Navy retirement club all the time. He would fucking walk everywhere. People knew him. Like, people we'd never even heard of were coming to the funeral home to pay their respects. And we were like, who the fuck are these people? It was just people who knew him, who he had said hi to, who he had befriended on the streets. Like, that was him. That was his personality. I don't have that personality. My brother got that. I didn't. But then the funeral came, and during the funeral, we were, like, walking. Oh, actually, okay, so before the funeral, strange shit was, like, happening. So the Philippines is a very superstitious country. I don't know if that's tied in with religion. They're very Catholic, Christian there. So a lot of people, like, especially my grandparents, are so superstitious. But so one thing that happened, I got sick on the 24th. So this was after the funeral. But I got sick on the 24th, Christmas Eve. The rest of my family decided to go out and go to the mall, you know, and have some fun. But since I was sick, I was, like, hacking and coughing, and I had the cold. My mom was like, I'll stay with her because I need to sort through some papers. So they were like, okay, that's fine. So it was just my mom and I at the house. And my mom was sorting through some papers. She was at the kitchen table, and I was in the living room. I was in my grandfather's bed. Like, he had a sick bed there, and that was the only bed available, so I was laying there. We literally, like, it was, I don't know, it was probably noonish, and we heard, you know, the sound of, like, a flip-flop falling down the stairs? We heard 2 of that. Like, yeah, like someone was walking down the stairs.
Girl.
I know. And my mom and I just looked at each other, and my mom was like, you heard that, right? And I was like, oh yeah. I heard it through my headphones. I was wearing headphones. I was listening to music, and I heard it through that. And we just kind of looked at each other, and my mom goes, you hungry? I was like, yep, I can eat. So we fucking left the house, and we went out to eat, because that shit was kind of scary. But at the same time, my mom was also like, yeah, it was definitely Papa, her dad.
Yeah.
She was like, it was Papa. So nothing, like, we didn't think anything of it. A couple days later, I found out my uncle was like going through his phone and he was like, this is so fucking weird. No, he wasn't saying fucking, but he was like, this is so weird. I was like, why? What's up? What's going on? He showed me a picture. It was a screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom has 2 sisters and her brother, my uncle, and then, of course, their mom and then their dad. When my grandfather died, it was a heart attack, so my uncle had taken him to the hospital. All 4 of them were on FaceTime. Like, it was like a Facebook video call, so there were 4 quadrants. It was my mom on one, her younger sister on another, her youngest sister, and then her brother.
Mm-hmm.
Except he had left, so it was her mom. So it was the 4 of them. It was literally a screenshot of them, all of them crying. It was the exact moment they found out that my grandfather died. No one fucking took the picture. Like, legit. Stop. Like,
girl.
I know. Like, you know how when you take a screenshot, they all have iPhones. You know how when you take a screenshot, it
has the sound.
It has the sound, and it saves into your screenshotted folder.
Yeah.
It wasn't in anyone's screenshotted folder. It wasn't in anyone's recently deleted. It wasn't in anyone's photo library. It was literally in the Facebook chat that they all had. My aunt said that she heard a screenshot sound, but didn't know who took it because she didn't take it. I believe all of them when they say they didn't take it because they were super freaked out when they saw the picture. And my mom was like, who would take a picture of that? Like, that was such a heartbreaking moment for all of them. Like, why would they take a picture of that? And my uncle's wife, she goes, it was Papa. And we were all like, no! Fucking
Just nonchalantly. Oh, just,
it was Papa. Like, he took the picture. He wanted you to remember. And we're all like, no! What the fuck? So, it's things like that. Weird shit like that was happening.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire Philippine thing. So, I know.
See, typically I'm the one that freaks you out, but like this is like,
yeah, it's scary, right? But also they weren't scared. Like,
it's different than scary. It's more like
chilling.
Unsettling.
Yeah, it's chilling.
Yeah,
it's chilling because I'm
not necessarily frightened, but I'm definitely like
freaked out about it.
Off-put.
Yeah. It's no, and I mean that is the typical response to it. They were comforted by it, honestly. After my aunt said that, my mom was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I'm like, what? Fucking what? Excuse me? That makes sense? To be fair, my mom grew up in the Philippines. I mean, my dad did too, but he was a little more Americanized. So he was as freaked out as the rest of us. But my mom grew up, like, born and raised in the Philippines. The first time she left the Philippines was when she and I moved to America. Like, she was 24. And that was the first time she'd left. She'd never vacationed anywhere outside the Philippines. So it's, but it was just interesting. And the whole process was just interesting. Like, I cry easy if I'm in that emotional state.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, I didn't really cry until my mom said the eulogy.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were at the actual funeral, I started bawling because my dad, so we were saying goodbye and everything because the coffin was being lowered.
Mm-hmm.
My dad, because his dad passed away 5 years ago, my dad turned to the coffin and he was like, say hi to Tatay for me. And I fucking lost it. I just bawled. I was like, oh my God. Tatay is his dad. That's what they call him. And I just fucking lost it. But it was a good experience. We got to experience a lot. I'm really grateful for that visit. I'm grateful that we were all able to go. I mean, it was sad, but I am grateful that we were able to go and we were able to see the family at least.
Yeah.
So, but it just, superstitions like that it's like fucking, I need to tell you about the New Year's I think I have already told
Yeah.
you the New Year's superstition, but I want to tell our audience.
Okay,
because this is really freaky.
before we go there, I fully want to state that now any mysterious sound, I'm just gonna make up a name for it and just be like, play it out and just be like, oh, that's George.
That's George. That's Kenny.
That's
Liam.
Just fully, like, especially if guests are over and just, like, something, like, shifts around or whatever, I'm just fully gonna be like, oh, that's George. Don't worry about it.
I like how George is your default. That's George.
That's just George.
That's George.
Yeah. Because then you can be like, oh, that's just Georgie. Don't worry about that.
Oh, God. That's so creepy.
Exactly.
I don't like it.
You can fully just...
You are like the master of unsettling people.
It's like, just fully, you can just freak them out a little bit and just like, ooh.
You're a fan of that.
Well, now you're in on the secret, so you can fully just...
Now I can be like, okay, cool.
Well, now you can just fully be like... with me,
Girl,
like,
I'm gonna be squirming along with them.
No, you'll be sitting in the kitchen with me, just like fully sipping on a cocktail while we like accidentally like kick the like dog bowl or something, and I'd just be like, oh, that's George. And then you and I are just sitting on cocktails, just watching how other people are like,
George?
Is that your dog? No, that's not my dog.
It's not a cat either. It's not an animal. It's a fucking scary girl. Oh my gosh. The fun that we're going to have as adults.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
But yes, okay. This is one of the only superstitions of the Philippines that I like believe 100%. Mm-hmm. And this is why I'm going to be the crazy cat lady. This is why I'm going to have so many fucking animals when I can afford it. Yeah. So there's a superstition in the Philippines. The reason why a lot of Filipinos keep animals around their property. Actually, let me backtrack. So 3 years ago, we spent Christmas and New Year's in the Philippines.
I remember.
Yeah. And my dad, his birthday is on New Year's Eve. Mm-hmm. So we were over at their house, and they have lots of animals at their house. They have like chickens and roosters. Mm-hmm. We were at the house. We spent the night. In the morning, my grandma was super freaked, and we were like, why is she freaked out? I didn't find out until later that it was because one of the roosters died. Mm-hmm. And my dad snapped. He was like, he automatically knew. He was like,
Gotcha.
That's why.
It's like the telepathy. Like, oh.
Yeah. See. And then he explained to us, he was like, in the Philippines, if an animal dies during a time of like celebration, like birth,
New Year's,
birthdays, holidays, I think even during like Catholic days or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. If an animal dies during that time, near that time, it means that they took place of a life that was supposed to die later in the year or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of funny, but that's kind of cool. Like, one of us got saved or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, interesting.
And it was funny because at that point, I didn't believe it. I thought it was shit. I was like, that's, okay, cool. A rooster died, whatever. That was, what year was that? That was the first day of 2016.
Yeah.
Summer of 2016, my aunt divorced her husband, and they moved from Colorado to California. She was with my grandma. They got into a car accident. They got T-boned by a semi. Mm-hmm. Her door was crushed, like completely crushed. Both of them came out unscathed. The car was fucking totaled. Mm-hmm. And neither of them had any injuries, no whiplash, nothing. And it hit my aunt's door. Like, she should have had at least like a broken something. Nothing. She was just shaken up from it, obviously. And I found that out, and I was like, the fucking rooster.
The rooster.
The fucking rooster.
It's always the rooster.
It's always the fucking rooster. It was the cock.
Always about the cock.
It's always the cock. This is making your mom so uncomfortable.
I just imagine my mom like driving to work and just being like,
like, Sarah, are you okay? But like after that incident, I'm 100%. I'm like, okay, I'm getting. I just realized something.
What?
I've never been able to keep a succulent. Oh shit.
Also, like plants and stuff, right?
Yeah, like, I don't know if it extends to plants, honestly, but basically living creature
Gotcha.
takes the place. I've never been able to keep a succulent alive. Okay! That's kind of freaky.
Girl.
That's low-key freaky. Okay. Hopefully my cat's still alive.
Right? We're just talking about, like, your scary, like, 21st birthday. Could you imagine?
God.
Okay, I'm gonna say this now,
Oh
so
my
it
God.
won't come true. But
Okay.
could you imagine?
You're gonna
like,
jinx it. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't want it to come true.
Yeah.
Because, like, that would suck.
Yeah.
Because
Just say it. Just say it.
I
I'm
just
interested
imagine, like, one of these days, it's been super slick out. So,
Yeah.
like, one of these days,
God, yeah.
you get in a car accident. I've seen multiple road
Oh, yeah.
rulers on
Oh,
a
fuck
highway.
yeah. Yeah.
So, I just imagine, like, you get in a car accident, and the guys, like, pull you out, and they're like, I can't believe, I'm like, you're alive, like, what the heck, it's a miracle, and then you get home, and, like, then,
No,
Yeah.
don't say it.
which is, I'm saying it now, because I don't,
Yeah, I don't want
I'm
that
like,
to happen either.
yeah,
One, I don't want to be in a car accident. And two, I don't want to kill my cat.
exactly, which is why I'm saying it now, like, so it won't
jinx it.
happen, and won't have, nothing will
Shit,
happen,
Jesus.
there will be no car accidents, no cat deaths,
Oh, God.
none of that,
Okay, I want to get, like, super, super deep and emotional. Is that
Mhm.
okay?
yeah,
I just realized, so I've had many succulents die. What if they were taking, like, my place?
Mhm.
I've had several, I wouldn't say near-death experiences. Yeah, I've had several near-death experiences over the last 2 years.
keep getting those damn succulents.
I can't afford them! I can't fucking afford them! No, I've had several near-death experiences. I almost got hit by a car speeding through a red light twice.
Mhm.
I've gotten in 2 car accidents, really minor, but, like, it could have been much, much worse. And this is where it gets deep and emotional, audience. I'm not ashamed of this. Like, I feel like this is something that should be talked about more.
Yeah.
I've had a suicide attempt.
Mm-hmm.
And I like, okay, to be fair, it wasn't an attempt. Like, I chickened out halfway through, but...
Like, the intention to,
Yeah.
but without the follow-through.
Yeah.
Really.
Like, I chickened out before I could do anything. Okay. Then we're just making sure your computer's still alive. But, like, maybe that's why. Like, I've had plenty of succulents die on me.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of plants die on me. And maybe it's literally keeping me alive
Mm-hmm.
to keep buying these and killing them. That sounds so bad. But I don't know. Maybe. Oh, God.
Here's
I'm,
a
like,
theory.
overthinking this.
Here's a theory.
Hmm.
Maybe we'll get in a car accident, but Finn won't die. He'll just get, like, sick, and it's one of his 9 lives.
Oh my God.
Right?
Shit. Damn, girl, you just blew my mind.
Right? Because I'm like, wait, cats have, like, if
Cats have 9 lives.
if
Yeah.
cats have 9 lives, then, like, what if he gave you one?
Oh my God. What if Finn is my familiar? I am, like, training in witchcraft. Oh my God. No. Oh, okay, this is making me emotional. Oh my God.
But fully, like, what if something does happen before your 21st birthday, but by some, like, reason,
Yeah,
like,
a miracle.
yeah,
Everything's okay.
which, please,
You're like, please.
I can't afford another host.
Wow, thanks.
I'm kidding.
Wow, okay.
Girl, I
Okay.
would be so devastated.
I know.
You know that.
No, I know. Same here. Like, I know. And I just love this. I knew you were going to say something like that. Like, I don't want to look for another host or something like
Come
that.
on, I can't do this by myself.
I mean, this is part of the fun.
Right.
Just, like, bouncing off each other.
Exactly. Yeah, no, but,
That's an interesting theory.
yeah.
I mean, I don't want my cat to get sick. I love him. He's a bitch, but I love him.
Yeah.
I'm scared. Now I'm scared to drive home. No, I'm fucking scared to drive home. But you know what? Yeah. Whatever. I guess. I don't know.
See, this is why I don't like dealing with divination or any of that.
It's because it gets in your mind.
It does.
It fucks with you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, fully, you're like, fate's in my hand, but at the same time, there's that part of you that
it's
fully
not all
is
in
like,
your hands. Yeah.
it could be written out for me.
Yeah.
What if for some reason they're right.
Yeah.
Maybe they're a hoax, but what if they're not?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, the future is unknown.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
It's
if someone,
shit.
so if someone's fully like, yeah, you're gonna die, girl. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna die eventually, bitch, but not today.
Yeah.
Hopefully not tomorrow.
I don't know if there's any power to this, but like the willpower or like the will to stay alive. I don't know how powerful that is.
Here's the thing, I know. So let's go into a little bit of story time.
Okay.
This is a little bit of true crime. I'll tell you that. But
Don't scare me anymore.
It's an I survivor moment. Okay?
Okay.
They don't die. Spoilers, they don't die.
All right.
And I actually find it really inspiring. So if you ever get in a situation where it is willpower, I fully think that you should think about this. There was a teenager hitchhiking on the side of the road. Her name was Mary Vincent.
Where
and
was this?
So I think it was like California.
Oh, okay,
Like that. And she got picked up in a van. And she started, always trust your gut. Always.
Oh yeah, always.
Always trust your gut.
Mm-hmm.
Your intuition is such a powerful thing at times.
Mm-hmm.
It's kept us alive through the dark ages, for Pete's sake. So, like, it's around for a reason, girl.
Yeah.
And she got in this van, and she was getting those ooky spooky vibes.
Oh yeah.
The ookity spooky vibes.
Like,
you know the ones I'm talking about.
Is not
where
right.
You have the voice in the back of your head saying, girl, something is not right.
Yeah.
Something, I don't feel safe. My guard is up. I am.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a really tragic story, but she was like, I'm gonna, the guy pulled over and he's like, I gotta go pee. So she's like, okay. And she got out and she tied her shoes because she was like, I want to be able to run if I have to.
Mm-hmm.
And she got knocked out with a chisel or a sledgehammer. And she woke up in the back of the van, naked, tied up, and was raped all through the night. And then he cut her arms off because he thought that if he cut her arms off and threw her over like a 40-foot cliff, she would die.
Naturally.
And that they wouldn't be able to identify the body because no fingerprints. This was like in the 80s.
Okay.
You know, but still.
Yeah.
Dental record is a thing.
Yeah.
Facial recognition is a thing.
Yeah.
And she got thrown over and he sped away. And she lived.
Your willpower?
She fully was like, she fell down and she was still alive. And so she's stumpy now.
Mm-hmm.
And she fully was like, if I'm going to live, I have to stop the bleeding. So she compacted mud on top of her stumps to stop the bleeding, and then spent the entire rest of the day. So this was like in the morning. She spent the rest of the day and all through the night climbing up the cliff. And then she walked on the side of the road and she just kept walking towards the interstate.
Oh my God.
To the sound of the cars to get help. And a roadster, like a 2-seater car with 2 guys in it, saw her and turned around and like went past without helping her because she fully was like, I forgive them because I looked like I was out of a fucking horror film.
Yeah.
Naked,
barefoot,
arms cut off, bloody, absolute wreck. And a couple found her, and it was their honeymoon night. They had gotten lost.
Oh my God.
They had gotten lost.
Okay.
Trying to find their hotel.
Uh-huh.
And they picked her up and sped all the way to the hospital. And she lived. She became a painter. She was an art student. She fully like went on to, she has kids and a husband now. And she's living her best life. That's amazing. Yeah. And that's why people are like, I don't know either. I don't know for certain, but if someone can fully be like, I'm losing blood. I'm getting sleepy. I know if I close my eyes, I'm gonna die, and they were like, then I'm not gonna close my eyes.
Yeah.
I think that's something.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Willpower is amazing. I mean, in that situation, definitely, yeah, it kept her alive.
So here's the thing. Always try it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If you're ever in that situation,
mm-hmm.
do not go quiet into the night.
Into that good thing.
Do not.
I like how I have to correct your quotes sometimes. No, you're good.
I don't want to like directly quote, but like, don't go quiet.
Yeah. Like, I wrote a letter for myself. It's on my Instagram because I was like, I want to make this public. I wrote a letter for myself. I was like, I know one of the traits that I love about myself is that I am resilient and I'm a fighter. Honestly, I've been fighting. This last attempt was my second attempt. Like, my first was when I was 15. So I've been fighting for a long time. I am really tired. My soul is like exhausted. It's like, please stop. But I can't. Like, that's all I know how to do. So, and I will keep fighting. That's something like, I know that about myself. I'm not going to give up. Mm-hmm. I want to, but I'm not going to. Because it's just, it's what I know. It's what I know how to do. So I think that's something that we need. I don't know. I inspire myself sometimes by being like, oh yeah, I can do this. I can do this again. I can get myself back up. Mm-hmm. It's just, you gotta have, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of weird. It's, it's like a persistence. There's something here for me. Yeah. I don't know what it is. But I know that I'm gonna miss out if I give up now. Yeah. So, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's him. maybe it's him. Hey, if you're out here listening, I think you're really cute and I want to date you. But not right now because I'm in no state for a relationship right now. Stop. I fucking hate that song. My brother plays that song all the time, like, unironically, because he just loves that song. I'm like, how?
What's another, like, iconic romantic song that's like, yes.
Hey there, Delilah.
Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City?
My ex-boyfriend loves that song. He was like, I'm going to learn the song on the ukulele for you. He never fucking learned it.
Okay, there's one I'm like thinking of that's like Marvin Gaye is like super popular.
Which one is that one?
It's super popular, but it's really old. I'm totally not remembering it.
What about I'm like trying to think of like popular new love songs now, because just about every song is a love song. Oh my god, that's your song. So.
That's not my song.
That's your and your boyfriend's song? Really? That's not your theme song? Mm-mm. What's your theme song?
In a sentimental mood, it's
Oh, that's right. You guys are a little old school, so. But you really, I know you really like All of Me. Like, that's one of your favorite songs. Yeah. It's gotta be. You play it all the time. Oh boy, I will. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just like reminiscing now. So I'm done talking about superstitions. I'm just gonna reminisce now.
Yes.
Yesterday I drove by Lions Park and I realized that place is like both of my exes. I have significant memories with both of them at Lions Park. My first ex, whom you know.
Yes.
And who we hate.
Yes.
That was I
don't say we hate anyone. We strongly dislike the course that his life is taking because we don't think it's the best course. We think he could do better.
I also think that he is just
I think he's making the wrong decisions, honestly.
That's fair. And he's also a dick.
He kind of went on like a self-destructive path where there was no helping him. You know, it wasn't a path where, you know, sometimes there's people where they go kind of self-destructive and you can be like, no, abort mission.
Yeah.
Abort mission.
And then they do. Like,
Yeah.
something wakes them up. He hasn't woken up yet, I feel.
We tried, and it didn't work. There was no
He needs to wake up.
Abort mission for him. And that makes me really sad.
I know, it makes me sad too, because he's a good guy.
Yeah. No, that's why I'm sad. And I don't want to say, like, I hate him. I just...
Yeah.
We really don't appreciate...
What I hate is what he did to me and what he did to you.
Yeah.
That's what I hate that about him.
His actions were inexcusable with the response we got. Like, here's the thing. I think we've talked about this before, but if people are telling you it smells like shit, it probably smells like shit. And I'm saying people, like multiple people.
Yeah. If they're telling you. Like,
and that's kind of what happened.
Yeah.
Is,
you guys were trying to warn him.
Yeah.
He wouldn't listen.
So
now he's having fun in Seattle or wherever the hell he is with his girlfriend. So have fun. I'm not bitter.
I wish you the best.
I do wish him the best.
I hope you're faithful.
I really do.
Like, I'm trying to think of all the, like, vague, like, not insults, but, like...
cliche, sort of.
Well, it's the sort of thing where you're not mean, and you wish them the best.
But you're being a snob about it.
But it's the sort of thing where you're like, well, I hope, like, they don't cheat on you.
Yeah.
You know, and it's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel.
You're not mean. You're not trying to be mean, but you
definitely are pointing out, like, I hope this doesn't happen to you.
I told you so, sort of.
Yeah, I hope this doesn't happen to you. Yeah. I wish you the best, but
yeah.
I hope you're not broke as fuck.
See, here's the thing, though. He's a super sweet guy when he wants to be. Like, at the Lions Park, the memory that I have with him there, it was our first, it was prom night.
Yeah.
Remember, he took me home early?
Yeah.
I didn't know why. It was because he wanted to slow dance with me, because we missed out. So he took me to Lions Park, and we slow danced to Meghan Trainor's, Like I'm Gonna Lose You, or Like I'm Gonna Lose You, right?
Yeah.
We slow danced to that song, and it was super funny because he was so much taller than I was. I thought it was so cute. It was really cute, and I really appreciated it. And then we made out in his car, but you know, But my second, I miss the Voice contestant.
Hardly.
With my last ex, we went to the Lions Park for the 4th of July celebration. And we were there, and all of my friends who saw us already thought we were a couple. And we're like, no, not yet. We're not a couple yet. We got together that night, like before the 4th of July.
Gotcha.
So, but, you know, I've been driving by places that give a lot of memories to me. Mm-hmm. So I've mentioned before, like with this guy, I used to work with him. Mm-hmm. I still visit, since that's at the mall, it's at Vans. So I still go to Vans all the freaking time. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's because of him or if it's because I really just felt safe at Vans.
Yeah.
I decided today I'm going to probably try to stop going as much. I don't think it's getting to the point where I'm the type of person who latches onto things. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think it was you. I was talking to someone about this. They were like, I'm someone who, if you don't give me attention, like I have been starved for attention at some point in my life. Mm-hmm. So if you don't give me attention, or if you give me a little bit and then pull away, I freak out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh my God, what did I do?
Yes.
So I'm that kind of person. Mm-hmm. So I tend to latch onto things that mean good things to me. Yeah. And Vans was one of those things. Like, all the rest of my life was shit at that point, but anytime I walked into work, I felt good because it was a good place for me. It's the same thing with him. Like, my life could be shit, but I'd have one conversation with him and I'd feel like I'm on cloud 9 or whatever. I don't know. I'm so in love. Oh my God, I hate this. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where we're at. People say we have tension, but I'm like, do we though?
Here's the thing.
Do we?
Actually, so I asked this on Reddit like around Valentine's Day, and I only got like a couple responses. But one of them was actually like really shitty. I didn't like it at all.
Wait, what did you ask?
So I asked, it was like, ask Reddit, and I was like, what was the moment you knew you found the one? And the first response was, she said, I'm late. And I was just like, I get it. But
that is the shittiest.
Right? I'm like, really? Is okay.
I low-key love that, though. Like,
I mean, I appreciate it. I think, I honestly, but I was more frustrated because I was like, I wanted honest advice here. Yeah. Like, I honestly wanted stories, and
I fucking knocked her up. So.
Yeah, they were just like, yeah.
Oh my god. What was the other responses, though?
So the other response, I totally get, because, so that one I was like, well, that's no good.
Oh, fuck.
I know. I was like, that sounds more like a kind of settled situation, more than I found. Sad. Yeah, that's more of the, I mean, I get it if, like, maybe that's how you guys found out, like, more about each other, that, like, you really are happy, because if that happened and you are happy, great. Right?
It happens that way sometimes.
Yeah, but I wanted more the I didn't get knocked up version.
The traditional version?
Yeah.
The conservative version?
I don't know. Not
having to do with an unwanted pregnancy version.
Yeah.
So what did they say?
So this lady, she was like, it's, in simplest terms, it was when home became a person and not a place. So cliche. But the way she said it, she was literally like, we were cuddling, and I realized that, like, we were, like, it was like I was in a hotel somewhere, and I realized that I felt at home, even though we weren't, and I realized that where he was felt like home.
That's really sweet.
And I was like, I get that.
Yeah, I know you get that.
I totally get that.
Yeah. I have only ever, like, fallen in love with people who did not feel the same way.
Oh, the unrequited love stories.
Oh, always. The first person I fell in love. I say that because thinking back on it now, it didn't feel like love. It felt like obsessed. I like you. Like obsessed, what do you call it? Infatuation.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. The very first person, I was 13.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to expose him. His name was Jacob Jackson. He had red hair.
Jacob.
Ugh, gross. He had red hair. He's a total fucking, like, right-wing gunslinger sort of,
Is he in Texas now?
Oh, yeah. He's like, if I would not be surprised if he was part of the KKK. I'll be honest. Like, I would not be fucking surprised.
How very forward of you.
Stop. Like, I would not be surprised if he was.
Do you really think they like let someone as like ginger as him?
Oh shit! I forgot.
I don't think they accept them.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, they're looking for soulless, but that's a little low for them.
Yeah. Sorry, all the gingers out there listening.
We're targeting specifically one ginger.
Yeah, because he's an asshole. But I confessed my love to him.
Yeah.
I legit walked up to him and I was like, hey, I'm in love with you. And you know what he said? He's like, okay.
And then didn't he, like, move?
No. Okay, no? So I confessed my love to him in 8th grade.
Yeah.
He didn't move until the summer before our sophomore year of
Okay.
high school. So I went to high school with him.
Yeah.
After the whole confession thing.
Gotcha.
2 weeks before he was going to move, he asked me out. 2 fucking weeks before he was going to move. My dad said no. My dad was like, nope, you're not going out with him. And I was like, oh, but how could you? It's true love.
I love how that's your response. But
it's true love. I'm in love with him.
I mean, this is the moment when you look back on all of your childhood like TV
Mhm.
shows and be like, why would you do that?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
clearly
Like,
they were in love.
Yeah.
I totally get where that was coming from.
My dad was 100%. Like, he
Yeah.
was a total sleazeball.
Mhm.
He asked me 2 weeks before he was gonna move. Really?
He was looking for that move where you're like, I want something to remember you by. You know,
God.
that sort of move. Oh, we all know that sort of move.
I'm gonna barf.
You know what I mean? I fully think that's what he was going for.
He was. I'm honestly pretty sure that he was just trying to embarrass me. So. Or humiliate me or do something.
I don't think so. I think
Really?
he fully was like, this is a guaranteed, like, I go down with, like, another notch in my bedside post.
Okay, that's fair.
what I'm
That's
thinking.
Fair. That's fair. Like I was a trophy win or something.
Kind of like I need a boost before I go meet all these men.
That's fair.
And I know she still got the hots for me, so it is a, like,
you know,
in the bag.
I can't blame him though, because he was 14. So he was 14 years old. I know that's like really shit, but he's a shitty person, so like I can't.
Mm-hmm.
The second person I confessed my love to was my first ex.
Mm-hmm.
I confessed 3 months into our relationship.
A little early.
I know, it was really fucking early. I panicked because I lied to my dad. I said that we were out getting lunch or we were out getting dinner, and we were, but I said that we'd taken my car and we hadn't, and my car fucking died. So I had to call my dad to jumpstart my car, and I was terrified, and he took me into his car, and we were sitting and we were waiting for my dad, and I just said it. I was like, I don't know why I said it.
Mm-hmm.
But he said it back. No, that's not true. He only said it back through text. So.
Was it like a little while later after like they overthink it and then they're like, I'll just say it.
Yeah.
It's just a word.
No, the first time he said it, I was like freaking out over something. I can't remember what it was. And he was like, Sarah, I love you and I want you to be good. Like, something like that. And I was like, oh my God, he loves me. Jesus. Yeah. I just cringed. I definitely have feelings for this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I won't ever confess.
Let him say it first.
Oh, God. I don't think he will.
Here's the thing. I think, so I know who you're talking about,
mm-hmm.
and I know how you feel about him.
Mm. Have you seen us interact at all?
A little bit.
Okay.
And here's the thing. I definitely think that you have good, like, friendship chemistry, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And you have really good back and forth, like, banter between each other. But don't force anything. I really feel like if you're serious about like what you want to do with like him, if you really want to see like where romance goes with him, he's not one of the guys that you want to go up to and be like, hey, I really like you, I really want to start dating.
Oh, no.
He's gonna
freak if I
you definitely have to just go with the flow.
Yeah.
And if stuff happens, it happens. And you just gotta let whatever it is go.
Stuff has happened.
I mean, I know. Well, that's why I'm saying I really think that between you guys, it's not the direct. You don't want a very direct approach. You just want to be laid back and chill and see where it goes.
Yeah. That's why, and crap, where was I going with this? I completely agree with you. He's the type of person who you could freak him out easy.
Yeah.
I get that.
He's a flighty one.
A little bit. He's weird. Everyone says he's weird. He is. But I like that about him.
Those are the best ones.
I know, that's the part of the charm. I feel, and I've said this to almost everyone that I talk to about him, I feel safe with him.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's why I'm saying, I think that you guys could really be a good match.
Yeah. But I gotta be careful with it. Yeah. I know.
You gotta be careful.
We'll see. I know.
It requires a delicate touch.
Stop. Oh my God. But yeah, that's A. Well, How far along are we?
I don't know. Do you want to keep going? Do you want to end it? I feel like this podcast is kind of your show. We can go longer.
Yeah, it kind of is. I don't want to reveal like too much about myself.
Yeah.
I feel like I've already done a lot of that.
Yeah.
But I like this one. This was a good. It was a bit of a mess, but you know what? That's me.
I honestly feel like this was a pretty good. Like, this doesn't feel like our typical back and forth kind of like witty banter. This feels definitely more like a sit down, have coffee with us.
Yeah.
Conversation.
Have our monster. My monster's gone.
Same.
Well, this has been a very interesting podcast. We were scared shitless for the first time.
Oh yeah, I think that's kind of why our comedy went out the window.
Yeah, because
now we're just sitting down like
freaked out.
We just need to like we definitely got freaked out, girl.
Oh, yeah. I know you got hella freaked
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I did too, but like,
I think I got more freaked out just because I saw it.
Yeah. Like, I didn't. Again, I was just reacting to you because
yeah.
I knew you were freaked. And I knew that you saw something. You were seeing something or hearing something. And I'm like,
yeah.
Should I stop the fucking podcast?
Did we mention that, like, before I was fully, like...
You were, like, looking around. You were looking out the window. You were full out, like, something is going.
Yeah, I full on was, like, spidey sense.
Yeah, something's fucking going. But...
Yeah.
Anyway, I think I am having completely exhausted myself talking about all of these different topics. So... What are we talking about next time? Do you know yet?
Next week, I'm really hoping to talk about one of the...
If you say another true crime, I'm going to strangle you.
No.
Okay.
We're going to talk about kind of a conspiracy theory.
Ooh,
yes. It's going to have conspiracy. It's going to have death. It's going to have paranormal. And that's right, it's going to be everything we live for.
So it's going to be an on-brand episode next week.
Yes. It's going to be... Girl, if you stayed until the end of this, good on you, first of all.
Thank you.
Right. We really appreciate it. We really love doing this, honestly.
Yeah. I do too.
It's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
But we really hope that you listen to it.
Yeah. Keep listening. Tell your friends.
Listening. Support us on Patreon. You can find us on our new Facebook page, because we have a Facebook page, not a group, so you can like us, and we'll post our new episodes and, tidbits and that sort of thing.
And I'll start, like, doing better on our Twitter, because we have, like, no posts on our Twitter right now.
I know.
So I'll start, like, managing that. Also, if you have any creepy ethereal or whatever stories to tell us, send us an email, because we want more stories.
Yes.
Than, like, we want, like, personal stories, too.
We want to kind of get out. I really want to move away from the little, I guess mainstream stories.
Yeah.
Because all the stuff we're talking about, you can find it the way we find it on Google.
It's on Google. Just like Google what supernatural, what shit, whatever.
Yeah.
But like personal stories would be great too.
Yes.
Because I would love to hear. Oh, I think this exists because this happened in my life. I would love to hear that.
I completely agree. Yeah. I would love, especially to be able to get some stories and then be able to go research some of that stuff and be like, so we got this submission.
Yeah.
And
this is the research that we found to go with it.
This is what we found, and I feel like that would be This dope. Is kind of the direction we want to go. Yeah. So if that's something you're interested in and you are listening to this podcast and you like it, support us on Patreon.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We'll get the content for you. So.
We'll just spread the word. I mean,
yeah, absolutely. Oh, I'm excited. I'm so excited for the direction that we're taking this. So.
Yes, completely. So, anyways, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, you guys.
Remember, stay safe out there.
And always question everything. Okay.
Ciao.